Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Mercedes. In today's video, I have a little box of horrors for the month of October to share with you all.
Show you a place where you gon' wanna move your feet.
So if you haven't heard of what Little Box of Horrors is, it's a monthly collab between indie makers. They get together every month and they create limited edition items, polish, nail care, hand care, all the little trinkets, goodies, all that amazing stuff. Now, because of the name, Little Box of Horrors, the theme is always related to something spooky, paranormal, thriller, horror. So each month there's a specific theme related to that bigger theme. And for the month of October, it is Villains. Now, Little Box of Horrors always opens the 22nd of the month and they close on the 30th. You do have time for wish listing before, which typically that date is the 18th that the shop opens for wish listing. This is a pre-order, so once shop closes, you'll get your order within 2 to 3 weeks from that time. Some items are capped, meaning that there's only a certain amount that are created, and once they sell out, that is it. You can't get your hands on them anymore. Sometimes makers do have the capacity to add more to their cap, but it just depends. And that's just something that you have to keep track of through like socials. All right, so let's get into the swatches. First up is BCB Lacquers, and this is called Call Me, Beat Me, priced at $13.75 and capped at 100 bottles. It's inspired by Shigo from Kim Possible. This is a magnetic, so it's a deep emerald jelly base with a green magnetic pull, green, blue, purple glass flakes, and a touch of black flakies. This one is such an illuminating polish. You guys can see right off the bat how much light is drawn into the polish. On that first coat, I didn't use the magnet, which I've sort of been liking that method, not using the magnet on the first coat for magnetic polishes and then using it for the second and the third coat. This one, full opacity on 3 coats, so I'm going to recommend 3 coats for everybody. Love that deep emerald jelly base. It gives us so much like bounce and squish, but it gives us that full coverage, which I know a lot of us like out there. As for the magnetic pull, it is beautiful. It is this really nice, bright, glowy, like I don't want to call it like slimy green, but it's like, you know, it's a super bright lime green, which is perfect for this time of year. Pictured are 3 coats of BCB Lacquers Call Me, Beat Me with a glossy top coat. Here we have cracked polish, and this one is called Ursulux, priced at $13 and capped at 200 bottles. And the inspiration is the sea witch herself, and the polish captures the dark magic and the allure of the ocean's depths, which is beautiful. This one is a cool toned purple infused with glimmering silver shimmers. This purple is gorgeous, guys. I can totally see the like depth and the allure described in the description. I built it up in 3 coats. We can see that beautiful cool toned purple base, but then we also get the like shadows with the shifts, right? We get darker shades of that purple color. It is just so beautiful. And then the silver shimmers are super dainty, very finely milled, and just spread all across the nail, all inside of this polish, so it just goes all over your nail bed, and it just gives us that like wink of shimmer and sparkle, which is beautiful. I mean, it doesn't take away from the base, but it's just enough to add that extra depth, that dimension, and just the magic of the polish. Pictured are 3 coats of cracked polish Ursulux with a glossy top coat. Next up is Night Owl Lacquer, and this is called I'd Rather Be Shiny, priced at $13 and there's no cap. It's inspired by Tomatoa from Moana. It's a blurple filled polish with gold holographic micro glitter flakes and vibrant crystal flakes that shift red, magenta, orange, and gold. This one had such a beautiful formula. I did decide to go in for 3 coats. I just felt like on that 3rd coat, it really just filled up the nail bed and gave me the most opaque blurple look on the nail. Love the components in this polish. They're so sparkly, so reflective, so pretty. I think my favorite component are the crystal flakies. I love seeing the contrast from like the purple and the red and the gold and the magenta. I feel like the inspiration is perfect for this polish. Like, I'd rather be shiny, and you can totally see that on the nails just with all of the beautiful sparkles. Pictured are 3 coats of Night Owl Lacquer I'd Rather Be Shiny with a glossy top coat. Radiance Lacquer is bringing us Ember Horn, priced at $13.50 and capped at $50. This one's inspired by the bull from The Last Unicorn. It is described as a cherry red jelly polish with gold holographic micro glitter and black micro flakies, and it has a touch of bronze to green aurora shimmer. Red polish lovers, this one is it. It is a beautiful shade of red. I agree with the description. Cherry red, I absolutely love it. Built this one up in 3 coats. It is a jelly base, but I love that because it gives you that really squishy sort of look, like that very glass like look on the nail, even with the 3 coats. The bronze to green aurora shimmer, stunning. It's subtle, but you can totally see it, and it gives you such a beautiful like shift on the nail. Love the addition of the black micro flakies because it brings in some edge, but then the gold holographic micro glitter, just all the sparkles. I love this one. This is such a beautiful like October, November polish, but you can even take this into the winter, like even Valentine's Day. This would be beautiful. Pictured are 3 coats of Radiance Lacquer, Ember Horn with a glossy top coat. Radiance Lacquer is also bringing us Haggard Heart, priced at $13.50 and capped at $50. This one's inspired by King Haggard from The Last Unicorn. It is a rich muted blue crelly that has black microflakes, and it has green shimmer that shifts to blue and purple in certain types of lighting. So we'll see the shifts in a little bit. This one, again, another gorgeous formulation. My nails were a little bit longer when I swatched this one, and I built it up in 2 coats. Looking back, I could have done a 3rd one, but I think 2 looks amazing. So I'm going to say 2, maybe 3, depending on your preference. Similar vibes to our previous polish. We get such a beautiful glow on the nail from that green shimmer, and then the slight blue and purple shifts that you see. It just adds so much like dimension to the polish. Again, the black flakies bring some edge to it, but then just the shimmer and all of that just adds in so much light, and it just makes it dazzle. Pictured are 2 coats of Radiance Lacquer, Haggard Heart with a glossy top coat. Victorian Varnish is bringing us Brilliant Bad and a Little Bit Mad, priced at $13.50 and capped at $150. The inspiration is Harlequin from the Batman animated series. It is a sheer large particle shimmer base that has an assortment of glitters in red, black, and white. This one would make for an amazing topper. I didn't show it off that way. I showed it off built in 3 coats because it definitely has potential to be able to wear on its own, and I think it's gorgeous on its own. You're obviously not going to get your entire nail bed covered, but in 3 coats, like if you're not literally having your hands in your face, like you get pretty amazing coverage for this one. You're going to need a glitter smoother because it's going to dry down a little bit textured. What I like about this is the sparkly base, the shimmer sparkly base, because it adds like a little something to it. Almost gives you like a pearlescent sort of vibe from the sparkliness, and then you have all of the glitters in the mix, which they come out so easily, like nothing super chunky. Sometimes when you have a lot of glitter in your polish bottles, the formula can be super chunky, but this one was a breeze to work with. And again, love the sparkly base because it gives it like, I don't know how to describe, but it's just very pretty. Pictured are 3 coats of Victorian Varnish, Brilliant Bad, and a Little Bit Mad with a glossy top coat. Victorian Varnish is also bringing us Silly Me, priced at $13.50 and capped at 150 bottles. This was inspired by the Joker from Batman, the animated series. It's a berry grape base that has an intense pink to purple to green shimmer, and it has loads of pink and purple reflective glitters. So another one that's going to dry down textured, so glitter smoother and then your glossy top coat. But again, it wasn't too thick. It was very easy to work with, and it applied wonderfully. Now, I did end up going in for 3 coats just to get the most opaque look on the nail, and I thought it was stunning. I love the green shift that we see here. It just gives it so much edge, like pink and green. You mix them together, and they're just not even mix them. You combine them or add one or the other as a component, because you have like soft and sweet, and then the green is like edgy, and it gives you a vibe, and you put them together and it's a total character on your nails. But love the reflective glitters. You know me and my reflective glitters. I love a good sparkly polish, and this is definitely sparkly. Pictured are 3 coats of Victorian Varnish, Silly Me, with a glossy top coat. What Addiction is bringing us Mistress of All Evil, priced at $13.50, and there's a cap of 50. It's inspired by Evelyn Skeletor's second in command from Masters of the Universe. It is a black base that's filled with bronze, red, orange, purple shimmer, violet fuchsia, and green, red, blue gold glass flakies. So definitely gonna say this is like a crelly jelly formulation. I built this one up in 3 coats, so I'm going to recommend 3 coats for everybody. I think it's going to depend on how you polish and the length of your nails on the opacity that you're going to see. You can sort of see on my nails, like some of my nail beds, like not that they have necessarily like bald spots, but they're just like, it's a very squishy base, which I totally love because it gives way for your flakies to just swim throughout, and you're able to see, it's like almost like a dark pond effect, and you're able to see all of those beautiful flakies. Because if it was a darker base, then we wouldn't be able to capture all of the beautiful colored flakies on the nail. But love the like rich purple vibe that it gives. I know it says it's a black base, but with all of your shimmer and your beautiful flakies, it's giving me like a very dark purple vibe. I love it. Beautiful for this time of year, for our cold winter months. Pictured are 3 coats of What Addiction, Mistress of All Evil, the glossy top coat. What Addiction is also bringing us Berry Bad, priced at $13.50 and capped at $50. And the inspiration is Weaver of Masters of the Universe, She-Ra. This one's described as a berry base with orange, gold, pink, purple shimmer. It has fuchsia orange gold flakes, black micro glitter, and a touch of reflective glitter and holographic micro flakies. So it is jam-packed with all goodness and beautifulness. So similar vibes to our previous polish, a very like squishy sort of base, but it gives way for our components to do their thing in this polish. I really love this base. It's such a beautiful deep berry color, but it's not deep enough that it looks like an almost black color. Like it's just enough to give you that hint of color. And then you have all of the components, all of the beautiful flaky, so the gold and the orange and the fuchsia. So it captures the light so pretty, and it makes your base look even lighter because of how like glinty, it's not even a word, probably not, how like reflective those flakies are. It just brings more of that really pretty berry base out in the polish. Pictured are 3 coats of What Addiction, Berry Bad, with a glossy top coat. Zombie Claw is bringing us Choose Me, priced at $13.75 and capped at $50. It's inspired by Frollo, which hopefully I said that right. It's a glitter topper that has black hollow, and it's in a blend of glitter mix. You have pink, purple, gray, white glitters, and then you also have purple, copper, blue flakies. I built this one up on its own. It is such a fun polish on its own. I think this over a white polish just looks almost like Lisa Frank inspired. If you were to do this over a darker polish, I think it would just take away from all of the flakies. Definitely need like a lighter color, but honestly, this on its own is so pretty. Like with just some nail bed showing, you just get this really pretty like clear base, and then you have all the beautiful shifty flakies and then the glitters. It's such like an airy polish to wear like this time of year after like wearing all your vampy colors, your Halloween shades. If you want just like a fun party polish, this one's definitely it. Pictured are 3 coats of Zombie Claw, Choose Me, with a glossy top coat. Okay, so some favorites. I don't have the bottles in front of me, but I have my phone right here. So I'm going to tell you guys which ones I loved. Dance Lacquer. This is just screaming like Wear Me right now. It is this beautiful red shade that has like orange undertones or orange in them. Don't mind my desk over there. It's so messy. But it's beautiful. I love a good red polish that has orange in it. I just think it's so flattering on me. Like one of my favorite polishes is from China Glaze, like a red polish. And it's called Hey Sailor. I love that polish. love it. I wore it so much. Like, I wore it so much that it has a fill line. And that says a lot because, like, look at all this polish, right? But that one has like orange undertones. It's like a red orange and it's beautiful. So anytime there's a little bit of orange in there, I always love, and I'm looking at the polish now. It is beautiful. And then you add the flakies and the shimmer. All right, that is all that I have for you today. Let me know what you plan on wish listing, if it's any of the polishes that I swatched, or if there's any polishes on the website that caught your eye. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.